Kurt Lewin's leadership styles theory. Leadership plays a powerful role in shaping how groups function, how people feel at work, and how effectively goals are achieved. Some leaders inspire teamwork and creativity, while others create tension and fear. Kurt Lewin, one of the pioneers of modern social psychology, conducted groundbreaking research to understand how different leadership approaches influence group behavior. His work led to the development of leadership styles theory, which explains three main types of leadership: autocratic leadership, democratic leadership, and laissez-faire leadership. Lewin believed that leadership is not simply about authority or position. Instead, it is about how a leader interacts with group members and how decisions are made within the group. The style of leadership used by a leader can influence motivation, productivity, cooperation, and overall group atmosphere. To study this idea, Lewin and his colleagues conducted experiments with groups of young participants working on creative tasks. They observed how different leadership styles affected the behavior and performance of the groups. The first leadership style identified by Lewin is autocratic leadership, sometimes called authoritarian leadership. In this style, the leader makes decisions alone and expects group members to follow instructions without much discussion. The leader controls the direction of work, assigns tasks, and determines the methods used to complete them. Communication usually flows from the leader to the group, and group members have little opportunity to contribute ideas. Autocratic leadership can sometimes produce quick results because decisions are made rapidly and tasks are clearly directed. In situations where time is limited or where strict coordination is required, this style may appear effective. However, Lewin observed that autocratic leadership often creates tension among group members. People may feel controlled, unappreciated, or afraid of making mistakes. As a result, motivation may decrease and creativity may be limited. When the leader leaves the group, productivity often drops because members have not developed independence or ownership of the work. The second leadership style described by Lewin is democratic leadership. In this approach, the leader encourages participation and shared decision-making. Instead of controlling every detail, the leader invites group members to express their opinions, suggest ideas, and take part in planning. The leader still provides guidance and structure, but decisions are made collectively whenever possible. Lewin's research found that democratic leadership often leads to higher levels of motivation and satisfaction among group members. When people feel that their voices are heard and their contributions matter, they are more committed to the group's goals. Democratic groups also tend to show greater creativity and cooperation. Members support each other, and the group develops a sense of shared responsibility. Another important benefit of democratic leadership is that productivity remains stable even when the leader is not present. Because group members are actively involved in decision-making, they feel responsible for maintaining progress. This style encourages independence, problem-solving, and stronger relationships among members. The third leadership style identified by Lewin is laissez-faire leadership. The term comes from a French phrase meaning let do or leave it alone. In this style, the leader provides very little direction or control. Group members are given a high level of freedom to make decisions and organize their own work. The leader may provide resources or information but generally avoids interfering in the group's activities. Laissez-faire leadership can work well when group members are highly skilled, motivated, and capable of managing themselves. In such situations, individuals may appreciate the freedom to explore ideas and take initiative. However, Lewin's experiments showed that this style often leads to confusion and lack of coordination when group members do not have clear guidance. In groups led by laissez-faire leaders, members sometimes struggle to organize tasks, resolve disagreements, or maintain motivation. productivity may decline, and individuals may feel uncertain about expectations. Without strong leadership or clear direction, the group may lose focus and efficiency. Lewin's research revealed that each leadership style creates a different social climate within the group. Autocratic leadership tends to create tension and dependence on authority. Democratic leadership promotes cooperation, trust, and active participation. Laissez-faire leadership may lead to independence in some cases but can also result in disorganization if the group lacks structure. Although Lewin identified 3 distinct styles, he did not claim that one style must always be used in every situation. Effective leadership often requires flexibility. A leader may adopt different approaches depending on the needs of the group, the complexity of the task, and the experience of the members. For example, in a crisis situation where quick decisions are necessary, a more directive approach may be appropriate. In a creative project, democratic leadership may encourage innovation and collaboration. Lewin's leadership styles theory was one of the first systematic studies of leadership behavior. It shifted attention away from the idea that leaders are simply born with special traits. Instead, it emphasized that leadership involves patterns of interaction that influence group dynamics. By understanding these patterns, leaders can create environments that motivate people and support collective success. The theory has had a lasting impact on fields such as organizational management, education, and team development. Teachers, managers, and community leaders often use Lewin's ideas to reflect on their own leadership behavior. By encouraging participation and open communication, leaders can build stronger relationships and more productive groups. In everyday life, we can see the influence of leadership style in families, schools, workplaces, and social organizations. A supportive and inclusive leader can inspire confidence and cooperation. A controlling leader may create fear and resentment. A distant leader may leave people feeling lost and unsupported. These differences show how powerful leadership behavior can be in shaping group experiences. In simple terms, Kurt Lewin's leadership styles theory teaches that the way leaders interact with people matters just as much as the goals they pursue. Leadership is not only about directing others but about creating an environment where individuals feel motivated, respected, and capable of contributing. If you found this explanation helpful and easy to understand, please like this video, share it with others who are interested in psychology and leadership, and subscribe to the channel for more clear and engaging discussions on important psychological theories and thinkers.